TLO, what's... Damn. Edit that out. What's poppin'? We are on Twitch. We are not live, but you can leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notification bells, man. Let's continue to grow the family from Chicago to the UK. We got Rose Kemp Extreme World Season 3, Papua New Guinea. I've heard a lot about this episode, so I had to come check it out by myself. Let's get into it. I don't know why this is an hour and 13 minutes. Because I see the credits right here. But there's like more. Is it the same? I think it's the same video twice. Yeah, it's the same video back to back. Alright, let's get into it. Once again, if y'all see me looking down, y'all know I'm looking at a baby monitor. So relax. Take a chill pill. Follow my new Snapchat. It's down in the description. Thank you.
I've come to Papua New Guinea, a country that only seems to get negative headlines in the Western media. Cannibalism, witch burnings, rape, murder, mass prison breakouts, tribal violence and corruption are all widely reported. This is a country where violence appears to...
Hold on. I'm not going to let that pass. Papua New Guinea talk about cannibalism. Never knew.
Be endemic. And I've come here.
I'm sorry. That's not funny. He just slapped fire for him.
And I've come here to find out why. Papua New Guinea has enjoyed a decade of economic growth, but it seems to be its own worst enemy. One of the reasons for this is its cultural diversity. There are hundreds of tribes and more than 800 languages. Tribal conflict is commonplace, as too are drugs and alcohol. Consequently, violence is a part of everyday life. Consequently, violence...
First of all, he tried to knock his top clean off with that punch.
...is a part...
And then he sleep next to the fire with the longest blade that I ever seen.
...of everyday life. This tropical paradise with its fierce tribal culture seems to be on a collision course with the modern world. But I honestly had no idea just how lawless and how violent this country actually is. Got a big machete on your right hand side. That's a severe cut there. Yeah, skull there. Barbed wire.
Yeah, Bafoyana.
You can see, you can see the holes. What have you been arrested for?
Rape, murder, captive, robbery.
Are you gonna kill me? Are you gonna kill me?
Hold on. Hold on. What did I just see just now? Okay, I'm just gonna watch.
I've always wanted to visit Papua New Guinea, as I'm fascinated by the stories of cannibalism, tribal warfare, and black magic that come from this remote and little-known country. Once governed by the British and then the Australians, PNG is still part of the Commonwealth. New Guinea is the second-largest island in the world. One half is part of Indonesia, the other is Papua New Guinea. Port Moresby is its capital. Port Moresby is listed as one of the world's worst cities to live in.
Low-key is giving me real Chicago in 2016 vibes, 2015 vibes. I'm getting real like...
Armed robbery and rape are common.
Minus the R8, the R word.
But that doesn't stop its population of 250,000 growing by the day, as many leave their tribal homelands seeking a better life in the city. Intertribal violence is common, and the police are heavily outnumbered.
Inner city gang violence is common.
There's
Sound like
just one policeman for every 1,500 citizens.
No, that ain't it here, though.
These guys are the security at the hotel we're staying in tonight, and wherever you go in PNG, you'll see chaps like this. I mean, and it's not just at the gold mines. It's at the petrol stations, it's at the restaurants, it's at the chemists, it's at the supermarkets. In fact, security is the second biggest business in the whole of Papua New Guinea.
Oh, security, okay. I thought those were cops. No, that's security. Okay.
The violence in Moresby is so bad, the police cells are often full. Most of the inmates are detained in overcrowded cells. These two were arrested last night for drunken behaviour and domestic violence. Look at me, the state of me, how hot I am. I'm on the outside, they're on the inside there. Like an oven. There's no water in there whatsoever. There is no lights. Plus the fact
like an air fryer in that joint.
you've taken on an inordinate amount of alcohol, you are going to be so dehydrated there, you're going to be begging to be let out of there in a matter of minutes. The police have allowed me into the cells, as I want to ask those in custody why this is such a violent place. So you tell me why you're all locked up in here, boys?
Yeah, all of us do crime, rape, murder, captive, robbery, drugs, steam, and white-collar crime, and all mixed crime. We are all ending up here.
I just want to understand, you've got PNG tattooed on your shoulder. You must love your country.
Yes, sir.
You love your country, but why is it so violent?
We are not meant to be murderers, robbers, or what you are mentioning.
Yeah.
You know, currently our government has been corrupt, and yet
I was just gonna say that. How corrupt is the government here? He just answered it for me.
malfunctioning system, that's what affects us.
You're saying that you've chosen that life because you have no option.
I have no option.
No job, unemployed, so in making ourselves to eat and live, we used to steal. We must steal and get something to eat.
I can understand the robbery a little bit, but why rape? Why rape people?
These Papua New Guinea, we've got different attitudes, and some are alcoholic and some are drugs abusers, and
Senior, I just stop him. The point about rape, in Papua New Guinea in the past, in Papua New Guinea we are a Christian country. Yeah. And you know what? About the Western influence, have been influenced through the internet, through the cameras, through the videos.
You think because there's so much pornography here, that's why rape has gone up?
Yeah, it's been gone through the internet and it influenced this, because our mind is not yet to be developed to the Western cultures.
Man, it's tragic in here, boy. This is the cell?
Dealing with the aftermath of the violence is Port Moresby's General Hospital. The head of medicine here is so fed up treating trauma victims, he's devised a system to try to tackle it. This is a letter written by Dr. Samuel Kapua, the man that we've come to speak to. And one interesting things I know, they're basically his personal set of rules that he's laid down, that he will only see you if you actually apply these rules. Fight fee is 50 kina per person, per attendance, except domestic violence of female victims only. And what he's trying to do is dissuade the young men here from getting into violent acts. A 50 kina trauma fine is a stiff penalty. It's 2/3 of the average weekly wage.
Damn. So they only make it 75, whatever, 75?
Before I get to meet Dr. Yokapua, a young man has come in with a sort of injury he's trying to prevent. Stephen has been stabbed in the back and rushed to hospital by his wife, Evelyn.
That's straight through into the cavity.
It's actually quite lucky that
Yeah.
it's gone straight into the spine. It's gone the other way into the left chest.
Yeah.
And the heart, lungs on the left side as well.
Yeah.
So
So, he's a very lucky man in many respects.
Stephen has been knifed by a shopkeeper over an argument about a packet of cigarettes.
Were you there when it happened?
Yes, I saw them stab my husband right on the back,
And what kind of knife was it?
kind of like a kitchen knife.
Kitchen knife, yeah.
Yes, and himself, he didn't realize it because he was under the influence of alcohol.
Get back to me and I said, sorry, I'm a good man. I used always to come and buy your things. He just stabbed me with a knife, and I don't know.
Okay. There gotta be more to that story.
But what about this guy that's done this? There is no justice? What's happened?
They tried to get him, but he just ran away.
I wish you all the best with him and all the luck, yeah? You be strong, bro. You be strong.
Thank you.
Nearly half of the admissions to this hospital are trauma victims. This takes up 40% of its budget. Money the doctors believe that could be better spent on patients suffering from HIV/AIDS, malaria, and cholera.
YouTube, this is obviously for educational purpose. They are in a hospital in a third world country getting treatment that is necessary to survive. Please don't get on that with me. Come on now. I'm learning things.
The man who invented the trauma fine is Dr. Sam Yokapua, head of clinical medicine.
This is our trauma room. Yeah.
This guy was attacked with a machete by his own mates.
His mates, they were
Your own
drinking
people?
last night. And then he was trying to go to the loo, and just slashed him. So his clavicle was chopped.
His clavicle's been chopped, yeah?
So
So he's gone straight through the bone, yeah?
I think he's not feeling happy that his mates turned around against him for some reason.
That's why I trust none, my boy. Stay with the head on the sword.
Alcohol may play its part, but the main reason for the violence here is payback, a tribal system of tit-for-tat retaliations that only serve to escalate the problem.
This picture is a clear example of a payback. He was attacked because previous month he attacked
Somebody else.
somebody else. So they caught him. So they planted a knife at his back.
That is a big knife, though, isn't
Yes. It got stuck to the spine.
Spine, yeah. Did he survive?
Yes,
He's paralysed.
no.
That's amazing.
Fortunately, the spinal cord wasn't injured.
That's amazing.
What the? Wow. He did say Papua New Guinea was a Christian country, so
Amazing.
God,
How
leave.
much does payback play a part in the trauma that you have to cope with? I mean,
Payback is seen as a normal thing. If somebody just allows his brother or a friend to be slashed, and you do nothing, hoping that the police will do their job, they will say you're a coward.
They'll probably
You have
keep
to
coming back to you too.
Payback.
Pick on you.
So it's called a payback or tribal fight. When you see a tribal fight, it really means payback.
tribal fight.
It's just a get back, man. Papua New Guinea is the country of get back. Get back, king, queens.
Generally is payback, yeah. So what you're saying is that for every one trauma that you get in, you know that you're going to get one more.
That's correct. It's going to have a ripple effect.
And
That's literally Chicago in a nutshell. It's a ripple effect. Everybody's paid back.
the ripple effect is endemic throughout the hundreds of tribes.
Yeah, I can't even say it's not to this extent because yes, it is.
To get a better understanding
yeah.
of payback within the tribal system, I'm heading
Not
to
worse,
9
but-
Mile, one of the many tribal settlements on the outskirts of Port Moresby. I'm not sure what to expect when I get there, but it certainly isn't this. Jerry Gurua is from the Highlands of PNG. He's invited me for a game of darts, but it's not exactly the game I'm used to back home.
How the dartboard so high?
You know, one right in the eye, right? Mate, I'd stay away, mate, honestly.
That's too fast for you. Carry on. Oh, good. Almost there, almost there. Up. You're not good.
I got one beer. Oh, hey, he's a magic man.
A drink for almost 30 or 40 years of life.
Jerry came to Port Moresby to escape tribal fighting after clashes between his tribe and another. He's from the Chimbu tribe in the Highlands, but moved to Leh on the coast, the Moresby tribe's heartland. But when violence flared up between the two tribes, he fled to Port Moresby, only to get caught up in the same feud again.
The violence was last year. It was fought between the islands people and the coastal people.
So the islands people and the coastal people?
Coastal people, yeah. They fought because they said the cities belongs to us and you came in and you disturbed many things and you got bully on us. So that's what they said. You guys...
I'm kidding, like, what? They speak English real well. Is English the main language there, or what's going on?
Leave us. We want to live alone. When the fight broke out, it broke out and anything happened. They kill, they ban, they do everything.
So just because you come from one village,
yeah,
the other guys will see that as a threat, and to let you know that you're not the big man, they'll come in and they'll burn your property or they'll hurt you.
Yeah. That's how we do.
And then once you've been hurt, then your brother, he will go and attack him.
Yeah, he'll attack the guy that attack you.
We're showing our strength and power.
You can't be seen to be a coward, right?
Yeah. We don't let ourselves down. We have to support our brothers.
Yeah, well, you're strong. You're a tough people. I mean, tough place, tough people, right?
Look at you.
People, I mean, tough place, tough people, right?
Like, what are you on, bro? Bink, come here, shorty. You too. Bink. 9
Mile is just one of dozens and dozens of settlements that basically exist around the outside of Port Moresby. And to all intents and purposes, all they've done is left the troubles that they had up north and brought them down south, from what I can see. Admittedly, they've all been very friendly to us and really, really welcoming, I have to say. And they're really, really good people. That said, you do the wrong thing, you step out of line, and it all goes horribly wrong.
Be critical.
I thought the violence in Moresby was extreme, but the further you travel out, the worse it gets. I'm in Papua New Guinea, one of the most culturally diverse countries.
I don't know, like, I might be in shock a little bit. They really out here giving it up and getting it back.
Countries in the world. I'm leaving its capital, Port Moresby, for the Highlands, the epicenter for much of the violence, where battles between tribes can involve hundreds of people. I'm starting my journey in Madang. I'll be traveling 300 miles along one of the most dangerous roads in the world, the Highlands Highway, through Goroka and all the way up to Mount Harken.
I wonder if you sit down with Rose and ask him, like, straight up, like, bro, what was more terrifying, being on the front line or being in Papua New Guinea or countries like that? Wonder what his answer will be.
The highway is infamous for attacks by armed bandits, or rascals as they're known by the locals. Vehicles are frequently held up and the passengers raped and murdered. I'm on my way to meet a man He was once the most wanted rascal in PNG, until he was shot by the police and jailed for 12 years.
That'll do it.
Mike.
Hello.
I'm Ross. Nice to meet you. How are you? Good to see you. I've heard a lot about you.
Mike Kamu is a reformed character and is now the mayor of Madang. His exploits are legendary, and I'm hoping his reputation will see us safely to our destination. There's safety in numbers, so to get through the most dangerous part of the highway, we're rendezvousing with a convoy 5 hours away.
Yeah, I gotta
But we're
be deep.
struggling to get there before it leaves. Torrential rain has turned the highway into a mud bath.
You might slip. I don't like it.
People are just out standing out of the van because of the mud.
Road conditions like these are perfect for rascal attacks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, Rose, you better than me, bro. Cause listen, y'all not finna one way in, one way out me. No, sir. Then I can't pull off. Nah.
It's only holding the brakes on one side. This guy is not good.
But the wheels are slipping. To gain more grip, Mike decides to pull over and let some air out of the tires.
Okay, yeah.
49, 50.
At this point, we're sitting ducks.
There's a guy coming up here now.
Where the blicks at? Where the choppers at? Like, where the streets? Y'all ain't got no arsenal for nothing just in case? Like, nah, bro. You gotta give me a pole or something. I can't just...
There's a guy coming up from behind us. See him? Excuse me. Sorry, man. All right, I just wanted to... Boys, I was just letting you know, guys.
Hey, he got his head on the swivel. He ain't... Hey, he
After
ain't
5
playing.
hours, we finally reached the bus station. Which reminds me of a scene from Apocalypse Now.
We are in the middle of the rainforest, in the jungle, up in the Highlands, and we were just saying, it's a bit like one of those bizarre films, you know, where you're just about to step off into the heart of darkness, and this is the last bit of civilization before you leave.
I'm really concerned for him right now.
So we're a big convoy, and the bigger the convoy, the less chance the rascals or the crooks will take you on, right?
Yes.
So we're a convoy of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vehicles.
I need 6.
So should somebody step out in the middle of the
Gang,
road with a
gang.
shotgun and aim it at us, what would you do?
If it takes us by surprise, you have to think first, like hit him with the car before he pulls the trigger. That's the only way to do is you have to hit him with the car.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much how it goes, man. It's like if out here, like I'm comparing the two, but y'all got to understand this is where I out here, if somebody get the upper hand on you, your reaction time might not be quick enough. Do you really want to take that chance, or you just want to give it up? Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready out here.
Suddenly, we spot something up ahead.
What you spot, Rose?
Lock your doors.
Okay, mate.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
Got a big machete on your right hand side.
An oil tanker has overturned and its contents are being looted.
That is full of fuel, you can smell it. There's smoking by it as well. Shit.
Bos lo ferry lo kavetina. Mikalo me de. Okay, never. My mechanic is a very popular man too. He's a big boy around, so I said I'm the ferry's boss. Oh, never. So
Oh,
he
right.
shook my hands.
Well, at least you got through that. They were sitting there with the painkillers as well, didn't they?
The police can't do anything because it's already
done.
It's done. What's done is done here.
Hardly sleep until they empty the tank.
They empty the entire tank, yeah.
Well, shit, that's a come up right now with these gas prices. Don't let no gas tanker spill in Chicago or anywhere. Goddammit, with gas $6, we on yo. Hey, listen, I'm sorry. We need that.
Lucky that the rascals were more interested in the tanker than in us. Goroka is the Eastern Highlands' biggest town and halfway point on my journey to Mount Hagen. Unemployment and overcrowding has made it a dangerous place to live. There's been a big increase in drug taking and the drinking of home-brewed alcohol.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Not federally regulated alcohol amounts with proofs and alcohol percentage, that homemade stuff. Oh yeah, they put you on your butt.
Just follow me.
Even though homebrew is drunk openly, the making of it is highly illegal.
So people are cooking it here, yeah?
That's a cylinder. That's a cylinder.
Looks like something else. I'm not gonna say.
That's right.
It's a distillery.
That's right.
Something else that's made in the jungle.
Taste it. It's nice. Yes. Passion fruit, pineapple, and.
Don't taste that.
Strong, huh?
How do you feel?
Strong.
So can you more strong?
Strong beer.
Wow, that's good. Like
Illegally brewed alcohol causes so many problems in this country. The government is now talking about a 20-year prison sentence for anyone caught. The government is...
I ain't never seen a thumb that long in my life. Never have I ever seen a thumb that long. Alright, I'm off that.
is now talking about a 20-year prison sentence for anyone caught making homebrew.
Looks like it could explode at any minute. They do explode, yeah? Blow the house up, yeah? If the gas doesn't expel properly,
Yeah, that's right.
then he goes bang.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, get me away from that thing.
As more homebrew is consumed, things are getting heated. Not ideal with the amount of bush knives on hand.
Here he comes back, here he comes, here he comes. So much of the violence in this country is alcohol related, and it really would appear now that it is seriously getting out of hands. That could be bad now, that could be really bad. Just watch your back, Jonathan. I'll watch yours. Yeah. Well, here you go. Not quite like the homebrew my dad used to make when I was a kid.
Well, Mr. Kemp, like, look, man, just watch my back. I'm gonna watch you and leave up out of here.
One of the men is wounded. He's been slashed across his arm with a machete.
You can see how destructive that stuff is and how it can turn your brain. I mean, that guy was, literally blind drunk, but very angry. And a fight erupted within seconds of us turning up. You know, you're talking about that they're going to, enforce variant laws and, declare a war on crime and alcohol and drugs, but the war hasn't arrived here yet because everybody else is really smoking a lot and drinking a lot. And you saw what the result of that is. The police station, by the way, is 5 minutes just down the road.
Oh, is it?
Makes
It's only 5 minutes away, huh? The way you've been walking through this jungle, I thought that you was in the middle of nowhere right now.
We wonder who's really controlling this place. It seems
Not
that
the
law
police.
and order and the central government aren't respected here.
It's not supposed to be funny, but look how hard he's swinging, bro.
Controlling this place.
Look
It
how hard
seems
this
that law and order
I'm finna
and
knock
the
the
central government
heat.
aren't respected
Hold
here.
on, let me. Oh my
But I'm
God.
about to come face to face with the
Hilarious.
people who are.
Sorry.
Sit down, sit down.
Hold on.
I'm in Papua New Guinea,
Did you have it pointed at Mr. Kemp?
a country with hundreds of tribes and languages, where differences
I
are
don't want to
often
hear the recap.
resolved
Let's get to it.
with violence. Here in the Highlands, it's the tribal enforcers who lay down the law. One of the most feared of these is a man known simply as the General. Our fixer here, Lucas Kawagi, is from the General's tribe, the Siku, and has arranged for us to meet him.
Why does it suddenly flash so quickly into violence?
It's an internal characteristics of an Highlander. It's inbuilt. If somebody attacks me, you got my brother, you got my uncles, you got somebody to just, they were all right.
His face. You know what? This is an educational video. I'm not going to point out the obvious. Y'all see it.
Run in and then go and retaliate.
So, how does a tribal conflict occur?
Tribal fights occur over pigs. Somebody stole a pig. Over a woman, you rape a woman.
Yeah, rape is a big problem, yeah?
Rape is a big problem. We go fight with them. Why are you raping a woman and sisters and daughters?
And how do those fights take place?
We go in with the spears and the bush knife or Mercedes.
Yeah.
Cut the other tribe's banana and coffee tree down, and then show them that we are ready to fight.
Yeah.
Then the next day, the tribe comes in, burn the houses, come in, retaliate, and they remove you from your motherland.
They'll use guns as well, yeah?
Man, this is new millennium.
Yeah.
We are fucking fighting with guns.
Before we meet the General, Lucas wants to show me the scene of fighting between his tribe and their fierce rivals. A war that began nearly 40 years ago when PNG became independent from Australia.
This river is called Koroniga River. It's a boundary of the two tribes.
Okay.
On this side, the left side is called...
So I just learned something. So they were with Australia. They were one. What, they got emancipated or something? They separated from Australia, Papua New Guinea. I didn't even know where it was. Okay, now I'm getting a mental picture of where everything is laying out. Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, same, split in half. Australia. Okay.
Called the Siku tribes, and on the right
This
side,
side?
it's
This side
called
over here?
It's called the Guinea tribes. They live
There's 1-4 people?
from the top of the mountain range.
Question mark?
Yeah.
All the
And
way
they come all the way down to here.
to here.
So how many people involved in the fighting?
The Sikus were roughly about 200 people
200 people here. Yeah.
at that time, and the Guineas were roughly about 2,000 at that time.
What? 200 on one side and 2,000 on the other.
That's right.
So these are the stronger ones, yeah?
You don't compare who is strong by the numbers, but you compare who is strong by how many people they shoot down. So these people were small, but they shoot down many of these people down.
And you are one of those people.
I'm from this area.
So you're saying even though you are few, you are the strongest,
That's
yeah?
right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
The General has played a key role in the ongoing war between these two tribes.
How many people got hurt?
We shot 4 of them out there.
You shot?
They call him Lil Blick Blick.
4 of
Sorry,
them, yeah?
I'm
We
done.
did the early morning
I'm watching.
right in the morning and shot 4 of them.
Shot them, killed them?
The general was the marksman.
Really?
Yes.
So it was a general, the mastermind, did that attack?
Yes, it was a general who came into our village, killed a pig, poured the blood, rub it on his gun, and killed somebody on the point blank on his head. Just wipe him off. He's a very unpredictable person. He's very cunning.
Cunning is very gruesome.
Lucas gets a call. The General is ready to meet us. He's not only a feared tribal warrior, He's also the leader of an armed gang known locally as Rascals. At this point, Lucas sends me on ahead.
That's the guys up here. You're the general?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who directed you?
Lucas, yeah. We were told that we were going to meet some guys that have been involved in some trouble. Yeah?
Okay.
That true?
Yes. Depends on what you want to know. You can have the tobacco.
Clearly, I'm being tested, so I accept graciously.
That's tobacco.
Tobacco, yeah?
And you can take this.
Next, betel nut, the infamous stimulant that nearly everyone seems to chew in PNG.
So what, this is the betel nut, yeah?
Yeah. Put it in your mouth. Chew it.
Yeah.
All of them.
Here you go. Yeah.
Put it right in the middle of it. Yeah, tell.
What's the point of this? True, huh?
That's some losing weight.
All right, I've still got the cigarette and the...
Call Rose Kemp fat, losing weight.
Trying to kill me in one fell swoop.
Give me money, give me money. Sit down.
You're holding us up?
Give me money, give me money.
Have you got a gun on you?
Give me money.
Show us your left, show us your round. Where's your round in it? Where's your round? Show me your gun.
Sit down.
Show us your gun.
Sit down, give money, sit down, give money.
Really?
Give money.
Yes, for real?
You gonna kill me? You gonna kill me? Really?
No,
sit down.
You're not. Are you gonna kill me?
Sorry.
You gonna kill me?
Sit down.
No. You gonna kill me?
Sorry.
You gonna kill me?
Pardon?
No one's gonna fucking kill me. All right? Yeah. So I proved myself, eh?
Yeah.
You all right now? But no, I'm not going to be taken down. You understand me? Was that right?
Yes, you're right.
warrior, yeah?
Yeah.
You understand me?
You're warrior.
Hey, go back. No, hold on, fam.
Kill me? You going to kill me? Really?
No,
sit down.
You're not. Are you going to kill me?
Sorry.
You going to kill me?
Sit down.
No. You going to kill me?
Sorry.
You going to kill me?
Pardon?
No one's going to fucking kill me. All right? Yeah. So I proved myself, eh?
Hey, that's a man. See, listen, man. Hey, I'm a fan. I'm nothing but a fan here, Mr. Kemp. God damn. Most of us would have folded. Shoot, I'm outnumbered. I don't know where I am. Ain't no testing me. He knew he was getting tested. But he knew it, though. From the beetle bung bee bopper to the thing. Like this.
You all right now? But no, I'm not going to be taken down. You understand me? Was that right?
Yes, you're
You're
right.
warrior, yeah?
Yeah.
You understand me?
You're warrior, I know. You were very courageous.
Was I?
Yeah.
Thank you. I can say that now.
Shout out to the cameraman and the mics and everybody. They ain't moved neither.
That's what we do.
Yeah, you hold people up, yeah? And that's how it works, yeah? Doesn't that give your country a bad name if you do that, can it?
Oh, who cares?
Who cares?
Legitimate.
Well, maybe the people...
The government does not care about us, so we don't care this. You got my point?
Yeah, well, you're saying that no one cares, therefore I can do what I want to do.
I've been in the system, I know.
Yeah.
It's corrupt, that's why.
You rob people because you say the system is corrupt, but aren't you corrupting the system by being a robber yourself?
No. I believe that, I'm not corrupting it because if the government does not care about the ordinary people, then if it is not the government of the people, then we are.
Do you hurt people when you rob them?
Yes, of course, when it's necessary.
What about the other people? We talk about tribal violence here, yeah? What causes all that?
We have a tribal enemy over the other side that has been going on since 1971, 72, 42 years. Our opposition, they have pushed us out of our land, so we've got nothing to live on. Some of them, we get scraps and all that, so we resort to violence. My fathers have been fighting, and then, all of a sudden I find myself involved with the fathers, and now my children as well are fighting with me. My father and the tribal enemy fought, they used this one, the bows and arrows.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And now we are fighting with guns and all that.
Where'd you get the guns from?
Can you tell
we get them off the street. We buy them. It's always a way to buy it.
Then someone's going to get hurt.
Oh yeah,
and that doesn't stop.
That's the silly business of it. Someone gets hurt,
and then
This is the saddest part about this is it just sounds oh so familiar to me. It just sounds oh so familiar. I know it's a third world country, but goddamn, like the comparison that's going on in my mind in Chicago, like fighting for beefs that are my father's beefs and my father's beefs, and now my children inherit these beefs, and like never.
And then it carries on and carries on.
Yeah, like every war, we want to decimate the opposition, get their land, move them. That's the need.
It's just
fighting over this block, this territory, like
something that you believe can be done to change the situation that you're in now. If you were Mr. O'Neill, Peter O'Neill, the Prime Minister of this country, was there something that you think that he could do right now to stop the violence?
If they actually do fight the corruption, and the corruption is going down in this country might move forward a bit, and we won't resort to all this. I think we will, get a bit of service, and we might settle down.
Left the General's company. That stick up? Was that just to intimidate us? I don't know. Maybe they wanted to rile us up. Maybe they wanted to show us just how strong they are or how powerful they are, or maybe they just wanted to steal our camera. I really don't know right now. I'm pissed off though. That's for sure.
Yeah, because what would have happened if he really would have just laid down? Like, they probably would have just took your stuff. Like, forget it, man. We already here now. Come up.
The General is clearly an intelligent man and has no faith in the government. It's going to be hard to convince him and his men to lay down their weapons any day soon. I travel deeper into the Highlands.
Deeper? You want more? Pause.
I thought I discovered all there was to know about the violence here in PNG. But when I reach Mount Hagen, I find that superstitions and beliefs are to blame for some of the most inhuman acts I've ever heard of. Mount Hagen is the capital of the Highlands and the centre for most of the tribal violence. It's a dangerous place to be, especially if you're a woman. Just last month, a Filipino was gang raped and her Australian friend murdered.
Why were they there? They were just down there on vacation, visiting? No offense to RIP them, and it's very unfortunate, but like, hey, let's go to Papua New Guinea for, like, what was the...
Statistics of any kind are incredibly hard to come by here, but it's estimated that 99% of all the women that live here at some point have suffered some kind of violence.
I don't understand, like, did they live there? Like, I want to know that.
But the worst thing of all, I think, is to be accused of being a sorcerer, a witch. If that happens to you here, you can be stoned to death, buried alive, or in the case of what happened just behind me only a month ago, a young girl was tied to a stake, she was gang raped, and then she was set on fire.
When the fire brigade and the police arrived, they were chased away by the crowd. I've heard of another woman who was accused of being a witch. She was also brutally attacked. However, she survived her ordeal and has agreed to talk to me.
Okay.
She's a 38-year-old mother of 6 called Kathy. I'm heading to her son's village on the outskirts of Hagen, where she has found sanctuary.
They're still doing all this type of stuff, huh?
There's a pig in the pickup in front of us, and MK is driving. He's just pointed out to me that up here in the Highlands, pigs are genuinely valued more than women are. And he said that pig's worth about 700 kina, which is about 235 pounds. And
the pig will probably get treated better by that man than he treats his wife.
Wow.
As Kathy is a devout Christian, I'm meeting her in a local church.
Culture
it's the
shock.
only place where she really feels safe. Some people living in PNG don't believe in natural causes of death. It's common for a death, particularly a premature one, to be blamed on somebody who is then accused of being a sorcerer. This happened to Kathy at a family funeral.
What made them decide to accuse you of being a witch, being a sorcerer?
Mi bla rem long phone call na. Em alto sem. Disla man day man stop long enya em to. You kagem disla lewan blo disla man day long enya. Osem na all kisimil golong all mon mi taitin long and blo mina ba foya na wire. Na all.
You put wire around
Niki
your
mosem
hands.
na mi passing mosem na.
Barbed wire.
Yeah, ba foya na. And all and blo mina.
You can see, yeah, you can see the holes.
Yeah. Osem na all fully mi golong one blouse or looking me long inside.
What did they do after that?
Now all wagi mi osem. All rousing more set for me, broken busnep inside lo set for me na skirt blomina or ties blomia or keta or rousing finish now or tormelo one pla abim leg blomi go sem. Now one pla abim leg blomi go sem. One pla gurgude mi lo et blomi na mi sleep stable same time ya mi no make man pla something now me no move. All broken diwa na bad na. All cooking fire and up long outside na. All cooking mine na spade na diwa na bad ya na. Busnep nambate all cooking na empire light finish now. All come putting meal on the skin blomina so background meal skin.
So they made a fire.
And yeah, all go swimming go inside the rod blow baby.
So you were pregnant at the time this happened?
I'm 7 months old.
7 months pregnant.
7 months.
You were 7 months pregnant. How long did this last for?
I'm all background meal long 2 blood days.
2 days. They burnt you for 2 days.
And that was day one?
Days. How many times did they put that poker inside you?
And 5 blood time. All go swimming go inside long baby rod blow baby. All this last something number there. And something inside number there. All background me I am not plug and through. Not plug and through.
That's
inside
space.
number there. And all road blow baby number there. I'm so I stop here na missing and stop here. I'm of this last something, yeah, so we mind go inside of this last something, bloom. I'm of Bagra, my Bagra's dead. I'm all grass now, all grass something bloom. Now me, Karina Mino, on him passing. Pen bloom in here, and this like figning here, and I stop now. Close to me like dying stop. You plan not can make him send me to get all no arena. You plan cut him neck blow me alive, blow me by Golo Evaniana. You play cut him neck blow me with us and me feeling fan with us.
Okay.
That's messed up.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is not the first time that I've covered a story about witchcraft, but the extent to which it exists here in terms of the persecution of women and men is beyond comprehension, I have to say. And the people who tortured that woman for 2 days are subhuman as far as I'm concerned.
Facts.
I don't think personally I could control myself if that happened to my mother, if someone had done something like that to somebody that I love.
Yeah, I'd have to go. Man, listen.
Kathy.
Man, listen, I'd go. I'd be on a suicide mission, but I had to go get my get back. Everybody
has made the brave decision to take her attackers to court. But so far, no one has been arrested. But she's not the only one making a stand. So before I head home, I'm making one last stop back in Port Moresby. The women of PNG are holding a protest for the female victims of violence.
Here we go.
They had planned to march to Parliament and deliver a petition to the Prime Minister. However, After threats of violence from groups of men, Peter O'Neill, the Prime Minister, has agreed to come to them.
Okay.
We protect rapists. We protect murderers. These people must be brought to justice. Government will hear the cries of our people, but we cannot do everything. We need your help.
Esther, you've organised this event
Yes.
today. Why have you done it, and why are things...
There's something about politicians. It don't matter what they're saying. I don't believe them. Sorry.
In terms of the violence here, why have they got so bad?
Well, we organize it because of the violence. It's just gone beyond epidemic levels. You know, every day there is a death in Papua New Guinea. Every day there is a rape, there is a death, there is a killing, there is a murder, there is some sort of violence. It's just become unbearable. It's because of the entire social, the social system structure is breaking down. It's all broken.
It's broken, isn't it?
It's all broken. That's the reason we actually are arising, because we couldn't sit and not do anything. We couldn't sit and not stand together. Because there is so much promise in this land. There is so much wealth.
Quite literally, the people of Papua New Guinea are sick to the back teeth of the amount of violence that occurs here on a daily basis, whether it be sexual, tribal, or domestic. The Prime Minister himself has called for a war on crime and wants to introduce the death penalty. Quite simply, in terms of violence, Papua New Guinea is at a tipping point.
This new government has stated that it wants to do more to tackle corruption and protect the vulnerable and innocent people of Papua New Guinea. However, their success depends not only on government policies, but also on the will of its people.
The pace of any change should be dictated by the people. They have to realise that they have to stand together as one tribe, not 800. Ultimately, that decision is down to them.
Honestly, that shit was probably the most heartbreaking shit I ever seen in my life. That woman, that shit scarred me just now. That's just terrible. See, leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notification bells, man. I'm gone.